Hello dear readers and subscribers. Today we are happy to present the, for now, final video of our ongoing series Great Art Since 2000, showing the remaining 5 performance artworks that I have selected for you. So sit back and enjoy.
It would be difficult, if not impossible, to create this list of iconic performance artists without including Marina Abramović, and the artist is present from 2010. It's the work that made performance art a subject of general public conversation rather than a more specialist concern. It was staged in the atrium of the Museum of Modern Art alongside her retrospective. The piece was actually radically simple. For 736 hours and 30 minutes across nearly 3 months, Abramović sat immobile in a chair while visitors took turns sitting opposite her for as long as they wished, and there was no script, no movement. Queues formed before the opening, and people slept on the pavement to secure a place. The obvious criticism is that the work became a celebrity phenomenon, and it really did. Think of Lady Gaga, Björk and James Franco, who all sat in front of her. The documentary that followed, and also the image of Abramović weeping when Ulay appeared, unannounced in the chair, which circulated to a degree that no gallery or institution could engineer. But I think this criticism is also slightly beside the point. Whereas her earlier work tested how much violence a body could withstand, this one tested how much attention a body could give. In my humble opinion, it's not her strongest work, but it is unquestionably her most consequential. On February 21st of 2012, several members of Pussy Riot entered Moscow's Cathedral of Christ the Savior in bright dresses and colored balaclavas, climbed onto the solis before the altar and performed roughly 40 seconds of a song asking the Virgin Mary to become a feminist and to rid Russia of Vladimir Putin. Church security removed them almost immediately. The action was filmed and edited and posted online, where it did what 40 seconds in an almost empty cathedral could never have done in the room itself. The performance was one of a series staged in the weeks before the March presidential election, targeting the Orthodox Church's public alignment with Putin, who has described his leadership as a miracle from God. 3 performers were actually held without bail and convicted of hooliganism motivated by religious hatred. 2 of them actually served 21 months in penal colonies, a penitentiary sentence that proves their lyrics are rooted in truth rather than hooliganism. Instead of continuing our discussion of the artwork in question, I have no doubt that the lyrics themselves, translated to English of course, are incomparably more interesting. Virgin Mary, Mother of God, chase Putin out, chase Putin out, chase Putin out. Black robe, golden epaulets, all the parishioners are crawling to bow. The phantom of liberty is up in heaven. Gay pride sent to Siberia in a chain gang. Head of the KGB, their chief saint, leads protesters to jail under guards. So as not to offend the deity, women must give birth and love. Shit, shit, holy shit. Shit, shit, holy shit. Virgin Mary, Mother of God, become a feminist. Become a feminist. Become a feminist. The church sings the praises of rotten dictators. Black limousines form the procession of the cross. A missionary is coming to your school. Go to class and bring your money. Patriarch Gundiev believes in Putin. Bitch better believe in God instead. The Virgin's griddle can't replace the demos. The Virgin herself is with us in protest. Virgin Mary, Mother of God, chase Putin out. Chase Putin out. Chase Putin out. Anne Imhoff's Faust of 2017 took the German pavilion at the 57th Venice Biennale. The work introduced a raised glass floor, a meter above the original pavement, glass ledges and elevated walkways, steel and a welded wire fence outside, behind which 2 Doberman's dogs patrolled. Performers moved above, below and through the crowd across a duration of several hours, marching, singing, crawling beneath the transparent floor, among restraints and pill bottles, holding visitors in unbroken eye contact. It won the Golden Lion for Best National Participation, and the jury president described it as an installation posing urgent questions about our time, which might be jury language for "we have no idea what that was about, but we cannot stop thinking about it." Yet I felt the same way about that piece. Some found it perhaps modish, but that objection has aged less well than the work itself. Few works have made catastrophe as pleasant to sit through as Sun and Sea Marina of 2019. The opera performance by filmmaker, and I apologize in advance for butchering the pronunciation of the following names: Rugele Barjoukaite, writer Vaiva Grainte, and composer Lina Lapellite. Presented in a former quayside building in Venice's Marina Militare, the Lithuanian pavilion was filled with sand, artificial sunlight, towels, inflatables, and around 24 performers doing what people do on a beach: dozing, applying sunscreen, playing, scrolling. Visitors watched from a mezzanine above, looking down on the scene. The performers sing in solo arias and layered choruses. They describe the volcanic eruption disrupting a flight, a coral reef bleaching, a dog with an unusual diet, a swimming pool at a resort. The entire register of minor holiday grievance, through which the ecological catastrophe is allowed to surface almost incidentally. It won the Golden Lion for Best National Participation, drew massive queues of several hours, and has toured continuously ever since. That it manages to be generally funny, formally rigorous, and also devastating at once is the reason it appears here rather than any of the many more strident works on the same subject. Including a work from the current year is always a risk, but Florentina Holzinger's SeaWorld Venice is the performance everyone has been arguing about since May. Commissioned for the Austrian Pavilion at the 61st Venice Biennale and curated by Nora Suanche Almes, the work is conceived as an underwater theme park, a sewage treatment plant, and a sacred building all at once. Its most discussed element is a water tank in the courtyard, flanked by 2 portable toilets, filled with the filtered urine of the visitors, in which a performer wearing a scuba mask remained submerged for hours at a time. Inside, nude performers hold contorted positions on an enormous sweater vane. Holzinger hung upside down from a crane outside the pavilion, her body the clapper of a suspended bell, the first of a series of site-specific etudes staged across Venice and its lagoon. Many dismissed it as cheap spectacle, nudity, and shock for its own sake, but then queued anyway, and read against the lineage of Phineas actionism. The shock here is, in my opinion, almost courtly. Holzinger's all-female cast have long pursued a career of queer feminist projects in which the naked female body is made so relentlessly present that it actually stops functioning as an object of mystification or objectification. So to file the work under provocation is to miss what it has spent a decade in dismantling. And of course, in a city sinking into the water it is famous for, a closed-loop system powered by the audience's own waste is not very subtle. It's not trying to be, and I actually don't care here. I care about the bell that rings in my stomach when I hear it. I care about the diver in the tank, which presses down anxiety onto my chest when seeing it. The circling jet ski rushes my blood. The tower tips my head, and what I see on that tower, it takes me by the throat. So all that noise of the self-proclaimed critical audience then goes quiet, and I'm left with a sensation that only performance art of this order can produce.
That concludes our selection of 10 iconic performance artworks of the 21st century, and I warmly welcome you to watch the entire series. I have created a playlist with all 50 selected iconic great artworks of the 21st century. Also, everybody feel welcome to go to contemporaryartissue.com, where we have an online magazine with a lot of contemporary art, a lot of top lists, but also educational content for artists or people who want to get to know the art world better. That being said, thank you very much for tuning in today. Feel free to watch our video on the 10 most iconic sculptures of the 21st century next. Support us on Patreon, and please consider subscribing to stay posted for more contemporary art. Bye.